first. Ravens' longest play of the game, and it sets them up with a first down at their own 47. Three game. They fake the handoff to Hill, and now a sidearm throw. Caught, but dumped is Gus Edwards by Desmond King. And a loss of 1. Let's go back to that run that ended the first quarter.
Yeah, Lamar scrambling has already been a factor in this game. Denzel Perryman, he is the only one who really kind of has eyes on Jackson as he moves up in the pocket. You see the man coverage. And man coverage is not something that the Texans play a lot of. In fact, they play the second most zone coverage in the NFL coming into this game. And when you play man coverage against a quarterback like Lamar Jackson, you're going to see a lot more of those types of runs if it continues.
Petrie coming on a blitz again. Jackson steps up. Zay Flowers with a catch and a first down.
Well, Zay Flowers, he is really quick and he can run. So he gets off the ball. Now he's past Derek Stingley, but he's trying to get to the outside. So somehow he's got to get Stingley past him so that he can run the out route and give Jackson a place to go with the football. You know, that's a little bit of a challenge. You want to use speed to get open, but sometimes then you get on top of the defender and it becomes a little bit tough. But he does a really nice job of being able to get him past him and still get to the sidelines for the completion.
Third wide receiver off the board in the draft, 22nd pick overall. What a year. Here's Edwards. A gain of 9. And the Ravens with a little more success running it as we look at this matchup, which we'll watch all night.
Yeah, this is what we will see. That Derek Stingley is traveling wherever Zay Flowers goes. Now, if Flowers lines up in the slot, Stingley will not go with him, but he will be to that side of the field. When he's in man coverage, he'll continue to run with him, but in the zone coverage, if Flowers runs across the field, Stingley won't run with him then either. But it's the same style they ran last week against Amari Cooper that was very effective in that game.
Edwards not able to pick it up. Third down coming up. Good play by those interior guys. Malik Collins, when you asked D'Amico Ryans who has to play great for you guys to win tomorrow, he mentioned the two inside tackles, Sheldon Rankins and Malik Collins.
Yeah, those guys have got to be able to hold the point in the middle.
And they are nowhere to be found here as Edwards gets the first down. Gain of 6.
Well, and here's why, Joe, because they run the double teams on both sides. They run the double team here and they double team here. So you've got 4 hands on each of these defensive tackles, and they get movement. You see that there's nobody there until linebacker level. And that's a bit of a concern for D'Amico Ryans coming into this game.
So's that statistic for the Texans. 58 rush yards for the Ravens, 6 for Houston. On first down, Jackson able to complete it as he finds Charlie Kohler. They are a week away from getting Mark Andrews back, it appears, from that left ankle surgery. And when they get him back, if they play past this week, that is a big weapon coming back for the Ravens. And Lamar Jackson, he's as good as there is.
Boy, he sure is. He's one of my favorite players. I still don't think people talk about him enough when they talk about the great tight ends in our league. And yet, you know, he still gets plenty of accolades, but just a terrific player. Pretty surprising. They thought it might be season-ending when he had that surgery. But if the Ravens continue, all signs point to a Mark Andrews return next week.
Dalvin Cook is in the game for the first time, the former Jet and Minnesota Viking. The handoff was to Justice Hill after they faked it to Cook, and no gain on the play.
Yeah, they put Dalvin Cook in the backfield, and how much will we see of him, I'm not real sure, but that's a little taste of it. They put him at fullback, and you'd have to believe then that there's something that's going to come off of this if he's back in the game in that same formation.
Third down and 5. Jackson, first down. Inside the 5 near the 2.
You're going to see what Lamar Jackson sees as he drops back, and it opens up. Nobody's got eyes on him once again. And what they do a great job of, Baltimore, is once, Lamar Jackson runs so often that once the skill players see that, they immediately turn around and then they become blockers for him.
Here is Edwards.
Come on, Edwards.
He's had a big year scoring touchdowns, 13 touchdowns, 11 of which were from 3 yards and in. He loses one here as Sheldon Rankins got through and was the first guy to hit him.
Well, and this is when they bring in big number 42, Patrick Ricard, and they list him as a fullback. He plays more inline tight end. I would argue he's a sixth offensive lineman because he's 300 pounds.
Second and goal. They fake it to Edwards, and now completed
Let's
to
go.
Aguilar for the touchdown.
Let's go.